Hola, Pepsi Cola. Happy Halloween gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming, where today we are talking controversy. And no, not the kind everyone else is talking about. Yes, this video is monetized, and yes, we are making money off of it. So if you want to help me and the whole gaming team pay rent, then make sure you hit like and subscribe to Top 10 Gaming. You get some sweet daily gaming content out of it as well. And leave me a comment down below with which of these controversies makes you punch your monitor, but don't actually punch it. Oh, and stick around because I'm going to mess up, and at the end you'll get to watch. On that joyful note, let's get into today's list of the top 10 scary video game controversies. Roll the intro. Number 10, Hatred. Hatred was an isometric shoot-'em-up video game by Destructive Creations. The player plays a mass killer who begins a genocide crusade against the human race. Obviously, there is going to be some sensitivity here, especially when I phrase it like that. Its announcement trailer was characterized as controversial, and the game was removed from Steam Greenlight by Valve due to its extremely violent content. But after Gabe Newell apologized, the game was greenlit again and was released on June 1st, 2015. The game got a much-needed boost from the controversy since upon release, it received negative reviews along with criticism for its content. While some mechanics and gameplay were slightly praised, the game was thought to play fairly poorly. Yet somehow the game became a bestseller on Steam due to the controversy building up hype for a game about mowing down as many civilians as you can. Sure, Grand Theft Auto has similar elements, but at least it doesn't revolve around it. Jesus. Number 9, Mortal Kombat 11 Slavery. At this point, it's almost inevitable that someone somewhere will find something to complain about with the latest Mortal Kombat release, be it its violence, the casual sexism, or its microtransactions. Yeah, that's a thing. However, with the release of Mortal Kombat 11, the complaints got even more ridiculous. People started complaining about racism. The main villain in 11 is a time-traveling menace, and no, not Barry Allen, who, after she's defeated, relinquishes her powers to the player. Most characters use them to correct issues in their own lives. I personally would stop myself from taking student loans. However, one character thinks a little bigger. Jax's ending sees him preventing the transatlantic slave trade from ever happening. He says himself that if he doesn't do things right, he can lose his family. And it takes him a few tries, but after some trial and error, he gets his plan to work. He has his family and history was set the way he wanted. What's so bad about this, you may be asking? Literally nothing at all. There is nothing wrong with this, especially because it's a fictional world with no influence over ours. But apparently, this doesn't matter, because according to one user, they thought Jax was racist for, and I quote, "But in the Mortal Kombat universe, Shao Kahn has been enslaving people of all races for thousands of years." While this is ridiculous, I thought of something even better. A parody game called Mortal Mombat, where it's about moms fighting to protect their kids, or something like that. And at number 8, you've got crabs. Anyone who has played any game in a slightly competitive setting knows that things get heated very quickly, especially when someone is passionate about the game. In April of 2019, Juan Dabica won the Pound 2019 Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament, but after shaking hands with his opponent, he got a crab thrown at him, literally. Luckily, the crab man missed and was banned from all future tournaments and Red Lobster locations. The scary part is, how did security manage to not catch a guy entering the tournament with a whole crab? Imagine what else he could have brought in. Juan said that this kind of treatment is pretty par for the course, since most of the fandom hates him for playing as Jigglypuff during tournaments. But Christ, what if they had brought something in with a little more power? And no, I don't mean Larry the Lobster, god damn it. Number 7, Paid Mods Weekly. Mods. I love them, you hopefully love them as well. Everyone should love mods. A free addition to the game that helps you make the game the way you want. Be it playing through a Pokemon game in Minecraft, playing a single player game in multiplayer, or cheating because you stopped caring. However, for some reason, nobody thinks that selling things that are typically free would make a hell of a lot of people angry. I for one am pretty pissed. With the release of Skyrim Special Edition came the Creation Club, where you can pay for mods. While this would be somewhat acceptable, the worst part is that these mods aren't even good. Sure, there are some gems, but the fact that their integration is terrible and that they have the same aesthetic as vanilla makes them not worth the 99 cents. Last year it would have cost you around $120 to get all the Creation Club mods, which may not sound like a lot, but my Skyrim is modded to the point of deleting itself off my computer, and I was able to do that for free. That's truly the height of gaming. Making your game kill itself. It's scary how many game devs can fill even games like Skyrim with microtransactions. What the hell, I ain't paying 99 cents for a mod. Get it off the Nexus. And at number 6, 1-2 Shame. If you have a Nintendo Switch, chances are you bought it for Super Smash Bros. Or Breath of the Wild. However, if you have seen a demo for the Switch, you have probably seen the game 1-2 Switch, a game full of minigames that some fans claim ripped them out of $50. If this game costs you only $50, consider yourself lucky. For me, it's $60. In this game, there is a mini game that involves you milking a cow. Now, you may see where this is going. Yes, people for the ethical treatment of animals, also known as PETA, contacted Nintendo complaining about this game. They said, and I quote, "We have more than 35 years of experience investigating dairy farms where cows are exploited for their milk, and it is never that pleasant for these animals. Can we get some realism here, please?" Whoa. Hold up for a minute. Did PETA just ask Nintendo to treat animals worse in their game? Aren't they supposed to advocate for ethical animal treatments? Because what's going on in this game is much more ethical than what they literally just asked for. They even go so far as to include what they should be putting in the game to make it more accurate. This is not supposed to be accurate. Can you just take this as a win and move on? Holy crap on a cracker. Halfway through at number 5, Roblox Roulette. So back in 2017, there was a game made on Roblox called A Shot in the Dark that had 3 game modes within it. The first was Who Did It. A randomly selected player would shoot another, while the others were blinded. The job of the other players was to find the killer. The second is A Shot in the Dark, where a player is given the option to shoot a player secretly or allowing everyone to see the gun. The gun then goes around the table. If there were only 2 players left, they would be given mad murder knives and would have to kill the other player. The last game was called Russian Roulette. That's fairly self-explanatory, where a gun would go around the table, causing the players to aim it at their heads and pull the trigger, hoping that there was no bullet in the chamber. After thousands of plays and presumably hundreds if not thousands of reports, Roblox took down the game due to Russian Roulette. The game was reopened without Russian Roulette but was taken down again. The creator lost his account and is still trying to get it back. A fan had reopened the game, replacing the real gun with a ray gun, but it was removed once more for unknown reasons. God damn it, Roblox. This is why I only play paintball. Number 4, loot boxes. After saying that, I can hear the screams of anger coming from all of you. EA may very well be the worst name to bring up when talking about this, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's Halloween and it needs to be at least somewhat spooky. The Battlefront 2 loot box controversy caused EA to hit rock bottom in terms of player sentiment, causing sales to tank. However, it seems that even EA is scared of microtransactions after this. Since 24 hours before launch, EA removed loot boxes from the game. With new content coming to the game like new maps and reinforcements with the clone commandos, fans can once again look forward to something. This is all leading up to a Star Wars Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker event in-game come this December, so look out for that as well. Number 3, Devotion. While you may be dedicated to playing your spooky games, unless you already have Devotion, there is no way you can play it, unless it's through Steam Share with a buddy. Devotion is the second game developed by Red Candle, and it is a horror game about a family, a sick child, and a cult. All those things fit together. This game became the center of a political tornado when it got banned from Steam in China, wiped from their social media, and has now been pulled from Steam internationally, most likely related to the political controversy. The cause of this game was a small talisman in the game with text that read Winnie the Pooh, XI Jinping moron, referencing a meme that connects Winnie the Pooh to China's president. The meme is considered unlawful in China and caused the cartoon bear to be banned in the country. The artwork was removed, with the developers claiming it was a placeholder. While the game itself is not political, the inclusion of the meme was enough to send it into the black hole of Steam removals. Hopefully we'll be able to see it again soon. Number 2, video games cause violence. Okay, we all know how I'm going to feel about this statement. Have you seen the name of the channel? However, I am not here to talk about my personal feelings about this because this video would be 20 minutes long. I am here to talk about the public's perception. This statement is thought to be true because of the media. The media controls how we see the world. It's like how history is told by the victors. And whenever there is another incident somewhere in the world, depending on the channel, they seem to bring up any violent video games the individual or individuals were playing. This is indeed absurd, since there is no way that me stabbing a rat in a video game is going to cause me to do something so atrocious. However, it's still scary to think that this is a topic that we still debate today. When you Google "does gaming cause violence," you get a wiki page about video game controversy because it's featured, but underneath that you get plenty of articles explaining how this statement is just not true, experts saying that there is no correlation, and videos explaining it all as well. There's only one link on the first page about video games causing violence, but it's at the top, which means that people will see it more, and unless you actually read the full article, you'll have seen what you wanted to, since you're only googling it to prove your outlandish point, or because you need to talk about it in a video. And finally, taking our number 1 spot, Blizzard. Y'all knew this was going to be on the list. Blizzard has found itself in the middle of controversy for banning professional Hearthstone player Blitzchung for 12 months for voicing his support of Hong Kong's liberation movement. This caused the hashtag boycott Blizzard to trend on Twitter, with hundreds of players, both professional and not, cutting off all gameplay from Blizzard. This includes Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, and others as well. This has also caused Blizzard to cancel all open question sessions at BlizzCon 2019. Mark Kern on Twitter responded to this news by saying, BlizzCon has no choice but to not take live questions. Blizzard had no choice but to cancel their Nintendo Overwatch event and Taiwan's 15th anniversary WoW celebration. This is what happens when you trash your brand so badly that even your loyal fans can't be trusted. And it's true. Blizzard knows that they screwed up because they lessened Blitzchung's ban and returned him his prize money. Things from this point, in all honesty, can only get worse. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary video game controversies. What controversy on this list do you find to be the dumbest? And which one made you fume with rage? Let me know in those comments. These controversies are in all honesty pretty dumb and could easily be avoided, just like how everyone avoided me in high school. Wow, that's depressing. If you haven't paid your taxes yet, then you must do so by hitting like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you never miss another upload. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. Now watch me mess up and dick around for no good reason. A game full of mini games that has some fans claiming that A game full of mini games that has some Oh my god. Back, baby. However, for some reason, nobody thinks that selling things like that. Oh my god. A game full of mini games that has some fans claim ripped in them. Blizzard has found itself in the middle of Y'all knew this was going to be on the list. Blizzard has found itself in the Blizzard has found itself in the middle of controversy for